So on 19th of June 2021, we are talking about chapter 1 sets, obviously grade 11. Firstly, let's revise what we already have learned. So set, what is a set? A well-defined collection of object, right? Well-defined से क्या मतलब होता है? It should not change from person to person. Now इसका जो representation होता है, इसका जो representation है वो दो तरीके से होता है. We represent a set in two ways. First is roster form, and second is set builder. Sets को जब naming किया जाता है, we use capital alphabets, right? A set A is, for example, A, E, I, O, U, and that same set can be written as A is X, where X is a vowel in English alphabet. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So both the sets represents same thing. Now, after this representation, we talked about two particular properties that हमें समझ में आई थी. First, repetition in a set does not matter. Repetition of elements in a set does not matter. For example, a set A is A, E, I, O, U, U. This is as good as A, E, I, O, U. Am I making myself clear here? That repetition of elements does not matter, and whenever we are being asked to write a set, we will never repeat our elements. बात समझ में आ रही है? For example, I am provided with a set A is X, where X is a letter of word trigonometry. Same example of our book. तो जब मैं सेट को लिख रहा हूं रोस्टर फॉर्म में, तो मैं क्या लिखूंगा? ओके, I'll write T, I'll write I, I'll write I, I'll write G, I'll write O, I'll write N. Will I repeat O again?
No, sir.
no, sir.
Then M, then E, then will I be writing T again?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Will I be writing R again?
No, sir.
No.
And lastly, Y. So these are the letters required to form a from the word trigonometry. Yes or no? So repetition of repetition of elements does not matter in a set. And the second thing that we learned was, किसी को याद है? Anyone?
Order of elements doesn't matter.
Perfect. Order of elements doesn't matter. For example, I have a set P which says 1, 2, 3, and I have a set Q that says 3, 2, 1. क्या मैं कह सकता हूँ P is equals to Q है? Yes, because the elements are same 1, 2, and 3, and we have talked about it. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The last thing that we talked about was this symbol. This is a Greek symbol, epsilon, epsilon, one and the same thing, and it means in mathematics belongs to. What do we use it for? Belongs to. Also, to say that A is an element of a set. For example, I am writing in this case 1 belongs to P. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
True.
Yes, sir.
Right? But we have talked about this as well. 1 belongs to P. Is it an element?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No.
sir.
Because element क्या होना चाहिए? Exactly same नजर आना चाहिए. ये तीन elements है मेरे पास, and we need to understand what the elements are. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any problem, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, also we talked about brackets. I'll talk about it again because it's a very important thing and it is somehow हमारी exercise में incorporated है after 1.2 or 1.3, I don't remember well. So there are three types of brackets in mathematics. Open bracket, that is also known as degree 1 bracket. Closed brackets, degree 2 brackets, and curved brackets, degree 3. Okay, doesn't mean degree. हमें तो open, closed and curved से याद रखना है and rather हमें तो देखने से समझ में आना चाहिए. We should look at it and understand what it is being said. For these two representation, ये दो जो brackets है, these represents intervals. What do I mean when I say intervals? If you remember from your statistics class intervals 10 to 20. मतलब all the data that belongs from 10 to 20. Remember?
Yes.
Yes or no? So in the same way, the first two brackets represents intervals. For example, I say x belongs to a real number and x belongs to 5 to 10. Now, what do I mean when I say this? All the real numbers after 5 and before 10, 5 and 10 are not included because the brackets says so. Bracket is what? An open bracket. It does not include 5 and 10. Am I making myself clear here?
Yes.
So what I will be having is 5.00000001 से start करेंगे just after 5 and we'll keep on till 9.999999. Any problem, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, here I have talked about real numbers, right? Now, the same question, if I change to x belongs to integers, what does that represent? Set of integers, okay? And x belongs to 5 to 10. What all numbers will I have? 6, 7, 8 and 9.
Yes, sir.
समझ में आती है क्या बात सबको? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is first type of bracket that we understood. The second type of bracket that we understood was x belongs to R and x belongs to, let's say, 5 to 10. What is the difference this time? These are
We
close.
include 5 and
Perfect. It includes 5 and 10 as well because the bracket says so. That is the representation of these brackets, right? So the numbers that I will be having is 5, then 5.000001, 5 is just bada number, then 9.9999999 and 10. Any issues, anyone?
No, sir.
Now, if I say x belongs to integers and x belongs to close bracket 5 to 10, what does it mean? 5, 6,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
perfect, perfect, perfect. I am including this time 5 and 10. So I am asking you to understand two things here. First is obviously ये क्या लिखा है? How does this matter? Okay, what are the values that are acceptable? And secondly, हम brackets के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. Yes or no?
Yes.
And lastly,
Yes,
जो
sir.
third bracket होता है, if I say x belongs to 5 and 10, it means only two elements. What does it mean? Only two elements. X can be either 5 or x could be either 10. So what does this bracket represent? Individual elements. What does this represent?
Individual.
Individual elements. And that is why it is being used for sets. हम sets के लिए हमेशा कौन सा bracket use करते हैं? Curved brackets.
God. Yes, sir.
Okay. अगर मैं language में बात करूं थोड़ी सी, if I talk about language, This says between 5 and 10. Between 5 and 10 is 5 and 10 included? No,
No,
of course
sir.
not.
No, sir.
If I say from 5 to 10, now is 5 and 10 included?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So from 5 and here only 5 and 10. Are we understanding the language?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is all we have talked about already, the concept base. Today I'll move ahead with one doubt that I have got in the chat box, and that is question number 5th, part 3rd. Okay, so let's talk about it. Exercise 1.1. Question number 5, part 3rd. It says C, where x is an integer and x square is less than or equals to 4. ऐसे इंटीजर्स जिसका स्क्वायर 4 या 4 से छोटा हो, so I will be getting x c is equals to I'll get -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. Any other doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, then we shall start with the new concepts, and the first concept that we are talking about today is null set or empty set or void set. Multiple names, and very important, it is represented by phi. Again, a new symbol for you might be phi. पढ़ते कैसे से phi, phi. Okay, so what do they mean? As the name suggests, a set which has no element, which has 0 elements, is known as a null set. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So if I say a is equals to x, where x belongs to natural number and x is less than 0, is it possible?
No, sir.
X natural number भी होना चाहिए और x 0 से छोटा भी होना चाहिए. How is it possible? It is
Yes,
not
it's not
possible. So
possible.
what will I get? A as my null set. How do I represent it? Either this, where I make only two brackets and nothing in between, or A can be written as phi. Okay, so these are the two representations that we need to particularly take care of. Empty set के. Okay. एक कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है नॉर्मली बच्चों को, मैं छोटा सा क्लियर कर देता हूं. इफ आई से P is equals to ये, is it an empty set? Does it represent an empty set? भव्य वीडियो ऑन करेंगे बेटा. कनक सेम. Okay, my question being, is P an empty set?
No, sir.
Definitely no. Okay, P is a set with one element phi, and that element is phi. Okay, so understand, phi, yes, is used to represent empty set, but क्या उसका कभी कोई और यूज नहीं कर सकते? कर सकते हैं, राइट? सो अगर कभी लिखा हुआ आया q is equals to phi, is q an empty set?
Yes, sir.
Yes. तो दोनों में फर्क समझ में आता है क्या? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving ahead, next type of sets that we have are, obviously, as the name will suggest, वही होगा. Finite and infinite sets. as the name suggests, finite and infinite sets. A set which has a fixed number, finite number of elements is known as a finite set. Infinite sets, a set which have infinite number of elements. Clear about? I'm not giving you the definitions of it. If you want to write it on your own. Finite number of elements. Infinite number of elements. Okay. Let's talk about an example of finite set. Finite set, if I say A is X, where X belongs to natural number and X is less than 15. Finite or infinite?
Finite.
Finite, definitely finite, because I will be able to enumerate the number of data, that is 14. 1 से लेकर 14 तक data आएंगे. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I say a set B as X, where X belongs to natural number and X is greater than 15. Finite or infinite?
Infinite.
Infinite, because the number of elements will be much more. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. हम क्वेश्चंस और कर रहे हैं इसके ऊपर. आई एम जस्ट बिल्डिंग जो वर्ड्स हैं इंट्रोड्यूस्ड वो हम बात कर रहे हैं. थर्ड, इक्वल सेट्स. व्हाट डू आई मीन व्हेन आई से इक्वल सेट्स? तो दो सेट इक्वल होंगे जब सारे के सारे एलिमेंट सेम होंगे उन दोनों में. यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
So two
Yes,
sets
sir.
are equal if they have same elements. Okay, so if I say A is 4, 5, 9 and B is 4, 9, 5, 9, 4. A is equals to B. True or false?
True, sir.
True.
Everyone?
Sir, true.
True. So Tushar is saying true. What are you all other saying?
True, sir.
True.
True है? बिल्कुल, definitely, because this set again can be rewritten as 4, 5 and 9, because obviously repetition does not matter, the order does not matter. So A and B are equal sets. Any problem, anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.